And the little towboat that could. It looks like the river is active this morning. We have some nice weather, plenty of warm, moist air coming in all the way up into the Great Lakes region, and temperatures are very mild. Now, the radar has looked a lot like this over the last several days, and it will continue to for most of the afternoon. Now, we could have a couple of pop-up showers later on, but it's going to be a pretty low wind chance. Now, we're waking up to temperatures quite mild, mid-50s to even some upper 50s. Greenville, 57, also 57 in Greenwood. It's not a ton of variation going on there. In fact, it's also 57 in Cleveland and Vicksburg, 55 in Clarksdale and Oxford, and 51 in Kosciuszko, so just slightly cooler. And look at that, into portions of western Arkansas, now in the 60s. So it's going to be a really mild day. And we're also going to be tracking our next round of severe weather. So it has been calm the last 5 to 6 days, but don't let that fool you. Weather alert Wednesday tomorrow between about 2 and 10. It's going to be our best time frame for severe weather. Spin up tornadoes, damaging wind gusts especially, and some small hail going to be possible in these areas shaded in yellow, which so happens to pretty much cover all of northern Mississippi north of I-20, including all of the Delta. This is level 2 out of 5 risk, not as high as what we've been dealing with, but don't let that fool you, because there's still going to be that potential for a few tornadoes, and anytime we have even the chance of a tornado, you have to be on guard. So let's track this out. As this system evolves tomorrow, we start to see thunderstorms breaking out around lunchtime across central Arkansas down into southeast Texas. And you can see that yellow outlined area pretty clearly right there. That's that level 2 out of 5 risk, the dark green level 1 out of 5. So as we go between 2 and about 10, that's when things become more active here in the Delta. We see that initial line of storms moving through as individual cells. And that's where we could maybe see a tornado threat. But as this line merges and becomes a squall line, we could actually see a higher probability of seeing those damaging wind gusts and, of course, embedded tornadoes. So between about 3 and 4, this starts to cross over the Mississippi River. And then it really accelerates through the Delta. So between about 3 and 8, that's probably going to be the worst weather. And as we go through the rest of the evening, this moves out of the area by about 10. Still could have a couple of showers lingering east of I-55, but most of the Delta clears out and we can go to sleep peacefully without the threat of severe weather. And this becomes more of an overnight thing for Alabama. So again, just prepare for this. Be sure that you have your tornado safe spot as these storms approach. Charge all devices. Remember, mobile homes not safe. And a tornado warning, if it is issued for your county or maybe even the county to your west, go ahead and find shelter and be prepared. And again, as always, have multiple ways of receiving those severe alerts. Now for the Mississippi River level, continuing to hold steady right at that minor flood stage level of 48 feet. But there are indications that the river will start to recede a little bit heading into the end of April. So that's definitely a trend we'll watch. And as for a high temperature trend, not a whole lot of change coming each and every day. Upper 70s in a couple days will be well into the 80s. So it's going to be pretty mild moving forward. Today, no exception. Plenty of sunshine coming your way, but again, little chance of a stray pop-up shower. Pretty small chance. Most of us stay dry today. And as for the rest of the region, Jackson seeing a better chance of some thunderstorms. But other than that, pretty clear across the southeast with temperatures near 80 everywhere. As for tonight, lows of 64. Clouds start to build back in as that system starts to approach from the west. Winds pick up out of the south. And we're going to be pretty windy tomorrow ahead of this system, which is pretty typical. Highs near 80. Thunderstorms developing late in the afternoon and evening. And again, weather alert Wednesday as we're going to be tracking another severe threat. Thursday we clear out briefly before another round of rain comes back in the region Friday and Saturday.